across it. You can see one kind of snaking its way across right now. That is called the Manhattan Bridge, and that opened up in 1909. And then furthest down, you have a third bridge there that is also connecting to Brooklyn, and that one is called the Williamsburg Bridge, which opened up in 1903. Here's where the number order is BFW, first initial reach for the name. Now, the Manhattan Bridge is definitely the most famous of all of them. A man named John Roebling from Germany was tasked to build a suspension bridge as a way to connect the two communities when ferries could not operate because of the ice and the water. But while Mr. Roebling was dead, ended up taking his life 19 days later. Now his son, Washington Roebling, 32 years old, he worked with his father on many projects, including his himself. He took over where his dad had left off in the construction of this bridge.
자, 지금 우리는 자유의 여신상이 있는 섬으로 향하고 있습니다.
He's now paralyzed from this, and he sits over his Brooklyn Heights apartment, not far from the Brooklyn Bridge Station, and he has to look to the binoculars and exposure. In essence, she goes from light engineer without any engineering experience. She started this bridge in 1869, and it took her 14 years to get the job done. But this gorgeous bridge that is known throughout the world, that has been in movies and written about and sung about, this was built by a world man. Now, the area that's nestled between the Brooklyn and Manhattan Bridge here, this is the area that's called Brooklyn. What is it? Down under Manhattan Bridge. Now, if you have not yet put together an itinerary here, you might want to add this to your perspective. This is a really cool place to go. This area was once built around with all kinds of industry. Manhattan Bridge or the Brooklyn Bridge to walk across if they have Europe over Manhattan. The red for tea. Who cares what it looked like it was the best area? From the late 1970s, they got together and they thought that if they gave it a silly flying elephant from a Disney movie, a Dumbo, yeah, that would do it. Now, we found the real estate developers, but it's in the
That's the bar. 인사말 한번 해보세요. 인사말. 인사말.
And I will tell you that right behind that beautiful carousel that we're about to
소감만 한번 이야기해 주세요. 인터뷰. 여기 어디예요?
I'm actually 65. I will be 66 in January, but I was fishing for a compliment. Thank you very much for giving it to me. See, most people don't think I look a day over 65. Okay? So that's where you're going to get the boat. Add up. You know, every little film.
할렐루야. 우리 부울경 91기 동부에서 미국 동부영성 출연해 왔습니다. 지금 맨하탄 뉴욕에서 수상 택시를 타면서 자유시장 바라보고 있는 지역입니다. 여러분 아쉽지만 다음에 꼭 같이 한번 보시기를 바랍니다. 여러분 건강하고 함께 가십시다. 감사합니다.
안녕하세요. 시작할까요? 안녕하세요. 네, 자유의 여신상을 바라보면서 여러분에게 인사드립니다. 같이 왔으면 너무 좋았을 것인데 같이 오지 못해서 아쉽습니다. 다음에 또 좋은 여행 있을 때 같이 왔으면 좋겠습니다. 감사합니다. 네.
Now I'm going to mention this because it's really important. I'm going to give you an hour's tour today. I'm going to try and cover as much as I can possibly cram in about our wonderful immigration processing station called Delaware, and also our beautiful Statue of Liberty called Liberty and Flag on a capital Clinton.
부울경 우리 동기 여러분 반갑습니다. 이곳은 뉴욕시티 이제 자유의 여신상이 있는 섬을 향해서 지금 배를 타고 가고 있습니다. 같이 보지 못한 우리 목사님들에게 안부 전하면서 내일 유은열 목사님과 함께 만날 수 있는 그런 어떤 여건을 마련하고 합니다. 돌아가서 부울경 91의 밤에 여러분들 뵙도록 하겠습니다. 반갑습니다.
and that would not happen until October 28th of 1886. Now, guys, we have left the East River. We are now on the Hudson. The Hudson River we do share with our neighboring state of New Jersey. And it's a little foggy out here today, guys, but you can see there's that Danish building there with the pinnacle of top. That's your Empire State Building. Tallest building in the world for the longest period of time, for over 40 years, until the World Trade Center is completed in the early 1970s. Now, some of the areas I'm going to recommend that you go to, we can't see everything from here because we're in Lower Manhattan. But I'm hoping that you'll put on your list of to-dos into that once delivered freight by rail.
자, 인사 한마디 해주세요. 인사 한번 해주세요. 소감이 어떻습니까?
좋습니다.
예. 자, 우리 임삼순 오늘 같이 동행하게 되어서 매우 반갑습니다.
반갑습니다.
네.
The statue. She's made of copper pieces. Copper, so thin that if you took 2 USA copper pennies and placed them together, that's her thickness. So to keep her supported, from the underside she's supported by a dress-like frame by Gustave Eiffel. You might know that name as the creator of the Eiffel Tower in France. Underneath her, there is a pedestal. And the pedestal was the portion that we had to raise money for. It is designed by Richard Morris Hunt and stands at 89. It took us 10.5 years, although both France and America had hoped that we'd have the statue dedicated on our centennial of American independence, in other words, by that didn't exactly happen that way. We dedicated her October 28th of 1886. And at the underside of that flat barrel-like structure that we see, that is Fort Wood built for War of 1812. Now the statue itself was 151 feet and 1 inch in height. And the highest point elevation these days of the statue is the statue's crown. She has a torch which was actually a replica of the original. She was placed in 1984. And she's sending out her message of freedom. So your highest point these days is from the statue's crown. If you only have 3 or 4 days here, guys, I recommend if you do go out to the statue.
자, 자유의 여신상을 배경으로 하여서 이 배후에서 여러분들과 술을 조금 나눕니다.
So, and that's because there is that removal of fear factor. Alright, that's not to say we have no crime because we do. So on that note, guys, I do want you to take subways. That is the cheapest and fastest way around town. But please, I also want to keep you always safe. So please always be vigilant. Look not only in front of you, but on the sides of you, in the back of you. And you know, Christmas is right around the corner.
할아버지가 누구예요?
You know, if you listen to the top five that we have,
할아버지가 누구야?
할아버지는 착한 분이요. 착한 분이요.
할아버지 최문태 할아버지 맞아?
네.
최문태 할아버지 손자네.
네.
그래요. 요 좋아요 보기 많은 거 봤어요?
네.
미국 여행 좋았어요?
네.
자.
watches, put down the window to make sure that the subway doors are the Promenade Planche that's in Paris, that's about 6 million people annually. And I'm telling you, you would be cutting your visit short if you do not go to the place I'd recommend. Okay? And Dumbo is a great area. That's the first area that we talked about. Now, if you guys are going to want to go to the World Trade, I didn't mention the World Trade, but I will say that it's free of charge and it's open until 8 o'clock. Now, it is a warmer day today, so if you want to go to the World Trade from here, when you get off of our boat, here's the highway called the FDR, or Franklin Delano Roosevelt Highway. If you walk straight up where that light beige colored building is in the middle of the taller buildings that are on either side, that's Fulton Street. It's about an 8-minute walk. Now, for those of you who don't feel like walking 8 minutes, walk from that highway, walk up 2 blocks, and on the left side you'll see a Duane Reade Pharmacy. In front of Duane Reade, every 15 minutes on the 15-minute mark, they have the downtown connection, which is a van that runs free of charge. They make stops at Wall Street. They make a stop down near the Staten Island Ferry. If you want to see the charge in Gold Sculpture, they make a stop at Bowling Green. If you're going to go to the World Trade, they'll
You are welcome.
감사합니다.
뭔데요? 팁 주라 소리. 팁이네, 팁. 팁을 안 줬다, 우리가. 몰라가지고. 팁을 안 줬어.
다음은 제가 줄게요.
몰라가지고. 그 가이드님.
네.
30초만
네.
자유예신상에 대해서.
아, 이제 저기서 설명드릴게. 그러니까 못하겠어.
자, 우리 가이드님이십니다.
네, 자유여신상은
예.
미국 독립 100주년 기념을 축하하기 위해서 프랑스가 선물한 거고요.
예.
1866년도에 여기 세워졌는데 전체 높이는 93m,
예. 예.
받침대가 47m,
예.
자유여신상 자체가 46m에서
예.
전체 높이가 93m 정도 됩니다. 여기까지.
예, 고맙습니다. 고맙습니다.